Welcome in the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Today we're going to be talking about data wars. Thank you to everybody who is here, starting with Crypto Bubbles as always. Let me get out of OBS. All right. So red, right? Crypto Bubbles are red. Let's go to like 200, 100 to 200. Still pretty red. X and O, Nano. From $1.18 to $1.68. Looks like kind of the best thing in the top 200s. Is what it is, right? On the hour, things turning a little bit green. You got Canton Network. Little recovery soon. Little bit. I mean, we're talking small guys. 2%. ICP 2.8%. Really nothing big here, right? Nothing big to go over. Back to the daily. Now let's go run through the price. Let's refresh it so we have the latest to the moment price. Shout out to Melissa and shout out to Plague Dogs. Not sure where all my people are at tonight, but that's okay. Probably my fault. Had a long day today. Working my other business. My other business. And yeah, just barely got in to set up the stream. Got up late, so I didn't get it set up this morning. Is what it is, but we're making it happen regardless to raise your crypto IQ. I'm showing up. So Bitcoin at 103,154. Crypto Maniac in the house. What's up, man? 3,436. XRP $2.40. BNB $961. Solana $154. Down 8.2% today on Solana. Ouch. Dogecoin 17 cents, Cardano 55 cents, Chainlink $15.31, Hyperliquid $38.73, XLM 28 cents. Man, we had just started to get a little bit of a push up and just totally destroyed, right? Isn't that how it always goes? $2 for SWE, man, they are just crushing that thing. And it's still up 3.6% today somehow. HBAR 17.9, so basically 18 cents for HBAR. Man, they're really crushing the crypto spirits out here, aren't they? That magical 102,500 zone. Yeah, exactly, Plague Dogs. Exactly. Crypto Maniac wants to know, how is everyone? I'm going to go post that we are live. Should have been more obvious to me, but just realizing really yesterday that the daylight savings time has messed up the timing of the show. So if anybody who's in here, which seems to only be a handful of people, tell me, is the show an hour? Is it earlier than it was for you, or you know, later than it was for you previously? Because we had found a nice sweet spot and then it changed. Gotta love that. Got to love that. So we got what's trending today. We got Zcash, Uniswap, this Aurora, which I'm not familiar with. We will be taking a look at that. Looks like it just came out today. Any1 protocol we looked at yesterday. And I'll ask again here a little bit later, right? Crypto Maniac says still the same for me. All right, Crypto Maniac, you must be on my time. Filecoin. Okay, so the only real new thing I see here is this Aurora. We'll hop to crypto rank first. 24 on the Fear and Greed Index. So we've moved back down a couple points here on the Fear and Greed Index. Caught up on the chat. Let's go to what is trending. See if we have anything new over here. We didn't really have a whole lot of new trending stuff yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have a ton today. You know, Degent AI, Kite AI, Canton Network. We've gone over all of those a lot. Monad is soon coming to Coinbase if it's not already on Coinbase. South Park sucks now. It's funny. Is everybody just realizing that? Thought I realized that about 5, 6, 10 years ago. VWA, we've been over everything here. ImmuneFi was kind of our new one for yesterday. So we'll probably go over that again, maybe touch base on a couple of these. Melissa, is the show earlier or later for you? You should be on my time, so I guess it'd be the same for you too. What about Plague Dogs? Ayo, what's up, Camsta? Welcome in, welcome in. Referring to the clocks falling back didn't impact me. I can watch weekend nights at either time. Okay. Got you. Alright, let's bounce over here. I'm interested to see what this Aurora is. Plague Dog says I'm in Cleveland. Okay. Cam still, what's up? So what is this thing, this Aurora? Looks like an upside down aloe vera. I don't know what their symbol is, but we will find out. 86.3 million in market cap. See what the max chart says today. It's what I had kind of anticipated. So this thing token generated today. I don't know when the project came out. Always want to make that distinction here. Billion max supply, circulating supply, 200 million. Ethereum contract, BNB contract, base contract. Categories say AI framework, so very AI, and Binance Alpha Spotlight. So let's go take a look at their website. So it's AI, we know that. Living our best lives, absolutely, every day, and it still looks like an upside down aloe vera plant that they like cut all the tips off of. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. The abstraction layer for intelligence. Now, we have talked a lot about abstraction, right? Anybody care to tell me what abstraction means? Anybody out there been paying attention? So Aurora is a self-improving decentralized AI network that harnesses community-built machine learning models for highly accurate, context-aware predictions. Very interesting. Trusted by Alibaba Cloud. Keep seeing that more and more. AWS as well. So it says that they trust this. What does that even mean when it says that they trust it? Like, you're telling me AWS is using this? Maybe. The Internet of Intelligence, powered by a network of machine learning models. So Aurora solves for siloed machine intelligence. I believe siloed to mean, isolated. Today's powerful machine intelligence is primarily confined within industry giants where data, algorithms, and computational resources remain isolated and limited. Aurora breaks down these silos by creating an open network, enabling diverse data sets, algorithms, computational power to seamlessly interconnect. By maximizing these connections, Aurora empowers everyone to harness collective insight, driving richer, more relevant, intelligent for smart decision making. Okay, that's pretty much what I anticipated. I think they really could have gone with smaller text. I think that would have been the move right there, just even tinier text. That one guy in the house says ready to deep dive. We're talking about data wars today. Data wars. That is the topic, and data availability, actually. So the data wars are over the data availability. So really, we're talking about data availability, but just know there's wars over that data availability, right? So data availability, just to kind of give a little bit of a teaser here, data availability ensures that all transaction data on the block is publicly accessible and verifiable so that anyone can reconstruct the chain state. Without it, rollups and L2s can't prove their validity, can't prove to be accurate. Without data availability, DA equals the foundation of trustless verification, which pretty much is integrated into everything DeFi, right? So the AI stack, decentralized artificial intelligence, or DEAI, Networks unlock immense potential by transforming diverse, often fragmented resources into standardized digital commodities accessible to everyone. Allura module system architecture further enhances this by efficiently aligning network participants around clearly defined objectives through modularity. Hopefully that's a keyword for some of you guys. Through modularity, resources such as data, algorithms, and computational power can be optimally coordinated, ensuring that each component of the system works cohesively to deliver superior performance and adaptability. This structure enables unparalleled flexibility, scalability, efficiency, paving the way for innovation across various AI-driven applications. Sounds a lot like what we hear often. But then they say, what is Allura? Even though I feel like they just told us what Allura is. We'll read this anyway, but not the white paper. We're not going to read the white paper. Allura provides an abstraction layer, that's the key word there, for collaborative AI, where many models working tightly focused problems can come together to create stronger and more inclusive output. The network aggregates these models in an intelligent way, predicting participants' performance and learning from it in real time. A topic coordinated sets the task. Worker models generate inference, and reputers, that's a weird word, evaluates these inferences against the truth, churning out an inference that is more consistently accurate than any single participant. Allura combines collective insight and context-aware adjustments to continually improve its predictions beyond what any single model can achieve. Hopefully you understood that. I mean, it's very much about how this AI is operating. They give us a little model here. Right now, searching for an optimal AI model to fit specific use case is cumbersome, requiring significant time, expertise, and trust. This traditional model-centric approach assumes one model suits all scenarios, limiting flexibility and increasing risk. Allura solves this through a mechanism where links, scores, and predicts performance of the various actors contributing to the intelligence of the network, generating the most accurate inference under the current market conditions. And then they give us a little diagram here. So you make a request, got the Allura chain, right? And then the topics, forecast loss inference, forecast implied inference, reputers, workers, and then you see how it just kind of comes here, goes around, goes there, and it can go in like all kinds of different directions, right? And they even have a video, but I'm not going to play the video because I think we pretty much covered what this thing is. What's the takeaway here? What's the niche? What's the narrative? It is AI, right? And more specifically, abstraction. So the narrative would be AI. The niche would be abstraction. All right. So it's sitting at 43 cents. It's down today, 43%. Probably, it was just the luck of the draw that they launched their token today, and crypto ended up kind of being down today. So, how do you know? How do you know? What's DA in crypto? Think of DA like the storage room for blockchain data, where you send crypto. That info has been saved somewhere so everyone can check it in real time. DA makes sure that data availability is cheap. Same topic, question mark? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about. DA makes sure that the data is available in cheap. Yeah. What's DA in the crypto? Just making sure I read that right. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Data availability. I mean, for it to be available, yeah, it would have to be stored somewhere. I don't know how much what I've pulled up gets into it being stored, but hopefully it touches on it because it seems like that would be pretty relevant. And that's pretty much everything in what's trending on CoinGecko. Let's go to CryptoRank because I did want to pull this up again, even though we talked about it yesterday. I won't spend a ton of time on it because everybody who's here today probably was here yesterday. Garden Warrior in the house. What's up? Says team listening in, doing some driving today. Awesome. Glad that you're here. Glad that you're listening. I appreciate you very much. ImmuneFi has built the security operating system for the on-chain economy. Yeah, one platform, unified security, complete on-chain protection. ImmuneFi is basically, you know, like the antivirus type idea for blockchain. A single command center for your security operations, stop threats before they cause catastrophic harm. A security system that reduce the leader in on-chain security. I thought it was crazy that they said they had 25 billion plus hacks prevented before they could happen, and that they have protected across Web3 180 billion. I don't know where they come up with these numbers. I don't know how, you know, they could prove that to anybody, because I'd like to see the proof of that, honestly. But that's pretty much what it is. It's raised $5 million, and it hasn't really generated a token yet, as far as I can find. Obviously, it's not here on CryptoRank. And we will move into our top gainers, top losers. That's where we do find a lot of things. Good evening, people. So, all right, top gainers, top losers. We have this Lisk. Lisk is a project I've never heard of before. It's up 58%. See what else we got here. Eliza OS. So there's that OS. You know, I keep seeing OS in everything now. You know, operating system. Everything is about an operating system. Deal, I'm doing some deep diving on the topic. Nice, nice. Fun fact, everyone. Every 2 days, we make as much data. Okay, let's see what this is. Sounds interesting. Fun fact, every 2 days, we make as much data as all of humanity did from the start of time until 2023. That's like filling 500,000 libraries of Congress every 48 hours. And crypto's DA layer are now storing more data in a week than the entire internet did in 2000. Exactly. And, you know, what were we doing before 2020 or 2003? Not 23, but 2003 is we just didn't really have the data being digitalized, right? So there was no storing it. And, of course, nobody could write books and stuff as fast as the internet can store data. But thank you for giving us that. That is actually really interesting. Eliza OS. I'm not familiar with that. We'll look at that. Nano, a VC... of IC, however you're supposed to say that. We went over that. Ecomi. I've heard of that. Ami. It's been a while since I've heard it. Furo, everybody's favorite, is up 14.2% today, at least right this second. Portal to Bitcoin popping back on the radar. Data Fuel. Hey, I know a couple people that are going to be happy to see T-Fuel getting any kind of pump. Velodrome. What is this? Yolodo Games? Esports? I feel like I've seen that before, but I'm not sure. We might have to check that out. We got Nextbase, Corn. Remember when that came out? I thought it was Bitcoin DeFi, but yeah, it is Bitcoin DeFi. Swarm Network. Somebody was talking about that today. Shout out to Melissa, who was talking about Swarm Network today. So data interests me 100%. These data centers growing bigger than us. I watch a documentary about it, pretty crazy, than US. Yeah, I mean, just storing all that data and having it to pull from all the time is going to get pretty taxing on the system, I think, at some point, right? So we'll start with our top gainers today. What is Lisk? Sitting at 35 cents. Max chart says it's been around since 2016. So is this like another old coin pumping? If you look at the chart here, you can't even find the pump, right? Went from 21 cents to what, like 40 cents? Looks like 39 cents, so almost 40, which makes it up 58%. But it's funny, you go to the max chart and you look, you can't even find the pump. That thing is flat since basically 2022 and had a tiny something in 24, and it's been flat since, right? 72.1 million in market cap, 400 million max supply. Ethereum contract, base contract, it's a Lisk contract, so it must be a layer 1, right? Smart contract, it's a layer 2. Optimism super chain ecosystem. That's pretty interesting right there. Yeah, Celestia, TIA, rents out storage space to other blockchains so they don't crash from too much data. Yeah, TIA is definitely all involved in this for sure. Let's go to the website here. Lisk, the growth platform for EM founders. Reject all the cookies. Across Africa, Southeast Africa, Latin America, we combine local programs, a $15 million fund, and an Ethereum-aligned layer 2 so you can build locally and scale globally. This thing's been around since 2016. I'm really surprised. I've never heard of it, ever. Most things that have been around that long, you know, at least got some press at some point, and I've heard of them. What is this? Number 2. Number 1. Also number 2. Global. Discover Lisk incubators. Okay. So they're incubating in Africa and Latin America. And also Southeast Asia. And then also globally. Interesting. I don't really think there's a lot to talk about here, right? Build where adoption is real. Well, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that line. And then some press articles. They've been around since 2016, so you know somebody has wrote an article about them at some point. That's inevitable. I don't know. That wasn't the most exciting thing, to be honest with you. Mantle, Ethereum sidekick with built-in DA to make trades super fast and cheap. Let's see. So 294.8 thousand followers. See, those are the kind of numbers I expect when you tell me a project's been around since 2016 and I go to their Twitter, like that's what I expect. Almost 300,000 followers. 120,000 impressions from October 2nd. It's a little bit ago, but those are good amount of impressions, especially on such an old project. So it seems like they do have some attention, and they were getting the pump today. So what was the pump? 58%? Yeah, that's right. It was 58%. That's pretty interesting. Not something I feel like I would be rushing into personally, but so AI 16Z rebranded to Eliza OS. I mean, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. It's just AI 16Z had so much brand recognition around it, right? That I'm really surprised that they would change this late in the game. Does this say November 6, 2025? Something must be. I know I'm on price. Something must be messed up. It says it's down 100%. Something seems like it's probably messed up with the migration from the old contract to the new contract. If you stored all 2025 cryptid data on paper, you'd need a stack of paper taller than 10 Mount Everest. Yeah, I don't know who would be crazy enough to try to do that. I don't think you'd never have enough paper. That would be your first problem. Yeah, something's odd with this. This is really interesting, right? Because it says price 125,000. And then it fell 100%, and now it's only going for a penny. It just seems like a number glitch of some sort with whatever numbers were put in from the old contract to the new contract. It still has 96.3, million in its market cap. Just shy of 100 million. Max supply 11 billion, 7.4 billion in circulation. Solana contract, Ethereum base and BNB contract. Let's go to the day. On the day, it's up 52.3% at this moment. It's interesting they don't have a website for us. Of course, it's AI. You know, this thing got really popular during the whole AI agents narrative. EIGENDA Ecosystem Fund. EIGENDA Ecosystem Fund accelerating to AGI. 8 hours ago they posted they got 122,000 impressions. Software should not wait for permission to be used. An economy should not be trapped where it was born. This open, permissionless ethos is the heart of Ethereum and is the core architecture principle of EIGENDA OS. For autonomous agents to create real value, they must... Where were we? Okay, they must be free to operate and coordinate across any chain without being locked into a single ecosystem. The token migration isn't just a technical choice, it's a philosophical one. All right. Oh, I guess we'll see what they do. You know, that's always the game. They have 81.4 thousand followers, and this post that was only 8 hours ago already has 122,000 impressions. So that tells me that they are grabbing attention. That is for sure. Wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues to go up. I know a lot of people who made some money with AI16Z. He says, dude, I like this topic. I'm finding some cool stuff right now. This is great narrative to deep dive. Awesome, man. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. We haven't even got to it yet, and he's already having a great time. That is what's up. This is great narrative deep dive. Okay, I did read that already. Come on, go back. So you have economy up 34%. Of course, the day is mostly down, so you're not going to have a ton of stuff up that much. Max chart says it's been around since 2019. Today, it's up 38.4%, 61.2 million in its market cap. Let's go look at their website. Economy Notion, Omni Portal. Welcome to the fam. In this portal, you will find information about Omni token, including instructions, walkthroughs, and token utility currently in development or already available. This space is designed to make understanding and using the Omni token as simple as possible. It will continue to evolve as new information becomes available and will alert you to updates on our socials, so be sure to follow them if you don't already. Okay, this is an interesting website. It's simple. It doesn't look horrible. Usually when it's this simple, it looks terrible. They have a where can you buy, how to store, what is it. I guess we go to what is it, right? The Omni token is an in-app utility token intended for use in the VV app. Using/holding, Omni will grant token holders a VV collector's various perks, rewarders, and advantages within the ecosystem. Within VV, Omni holders are offered a range of unique ways to boost their MCP points, which can be spent throughout the app, and features and benefits. Can receive excess perks, rewards, items, and other advantages as the MCP expands. It's an ERC20 token, okay. So it's all about utility, right? It's used for this VV app, which I'm not really familiar with, although I feel like I've heard about it before. And there's not a whole lot to report other than that. It is a utility token for the VV ecosystem. GameFi, NFT, metaverse, collectibles, and play to earn. Gets my attention a little bit. Let's go to their Twitter. Has anybody ever used this VV app? Never heard of it. Shout out to anybody who's coming in. Welcome in, welcome in. Smash that like button. 154.1 thousand followers. Oh, this is the pin post. So The Kraken awakens. Interesting. Looks like just some AI art there. 7 hours ago, 33,000 impressions. Not too shabby at all. So that looks like they had a little Omni to Kraken. I assume they mean Kraken the exchange, right? Because, I mean, that's the most significant thing named Kraken in crypto would be the exchange Kraken. All right. So that's Omni. That was actually a little bit more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I almost skipped it. What else do we got here that might be interesting? At this point, I'm kind of cherry picking. T-Fuel. I know a lot of people would be happy to see that thing moving. Corn, we've been over. AI Rig Complex. What is that? Oh, I'm going to go over Swarm Network because I know Melissa was talking about it earlier. So I want to see what this thing is. Although I could infer what it might be. AI, of course. Zero Knowledge AI Framework. SWE token. SWE ecosystem. Swarm Network. Verify anything, reveal nothing, right? Because that's literally what Zero Knowledge is all about. Hit the drink. The world's first privacy-preserving Oracle layer. Turn arbitrary data into verifiable on-chain logic in real time without exposing it. The future of the new Web3 market is built on verifiable, arbitrary, and private data. Get swarmed. That's hilarious. Private data is inaccessible, human fact checkers don't scale, and oracles are single points of failure. The privacy-preserving Oracle layer, turning arbitrary data into on-chain logic, privately and verifiable, not verifiability. Millions of distributed agents verify and process millions of events into instant data streams for Web3. Sensitive data stays private but can be verified safely thanks to ZK proofs and secure agent judges. Truth. Next-gen markets. 99% of valuable data is private. Restricting it to 1% of Web3's use cases, our protocol unlocks this untapped market, making private data usable, verifiable, and on-chain. I mean, this really flows right into data availability, right? Should take a minute to break this down. So if 99% of valuable data is private, right? Restricting it to 1% Web3 use case. So that would mean 1% of it. So we're literally talking about data availability. So right there, they're saying that like 99% of data is unavailable. I mean, is that true? I don't know. That's just what this website says. But with zero knowledge proofs, could you use a lot of this data? Because that's basically what they're saying. Our protocol unlocks this untapped market, making private data usable, verifiable, and on-chain without you even knowing what any of it is. It's just such a weird concept to know things and verify things but not actually know any of them at all. And if you don't know them, how is it usable if you don't know the data? I don't know. Real-time data streams. Real-world event triggers. Interpreted data, truth-verified data. By combining decentralized AI agent swarms with the advanced cryptography of zero-knowledge proofs, the Truth Protocol redefines what an oracle can be. Instead of relying on a few data feeds, distributed intelligence verifies any data source in real time, bringing adaptive, trust-minimized interpretations directly on-chain. The result, smart contracts that don't react to data but understand it. Getting very techie here. The bridge between real-world intelligence and on-chain logic. Automate positions, liquidations, and hedging strategies based on real-world triggers like policy updates, outages, and sentiment shifts. Smart contracts settle insurance automatically once ZK-proven conditions like medical outcomes or verified flight delays are met. Okay, that's interesting. prediction and information markets allow trading on outcomes from non-public data sets, internal polls, corporate reports, private research, and hybrid new markets. Want to own, operate, or earn a swarm? Discover agent licenses. What does that mean? I mean, it means what they just said, right? IRYS Data Meta has arcade game to farm airdrop. It says might be something to check out. Okay, that is on the radar. I will put that down. It's IRYS. We'll look that up. So, agent license, the user-owned AI truth seeker revolution. And we'll get straight to the point. I'm going to click buy a license and see what happens. And they want you to connect a wallet. Can't I like know how much it costs and stuff before I know if I want to connect a wallet to it? Let's go check them out on Twitter. See how many followers they got. 285.3 thousand followers. Been around since 2011. Who knows if this Twitter has been. Very like ominously like weird imagery they got going on, right? Kind of creepy. 153,000 impressions since November 7th. Okay. I mean, they've been around a little while, right? I don't know why they're getting a little bit of a pop today, but good for them. Thank you, Melissa, for bringing this to my attention. I saw you post about it in the Discord first. I might have been over that coin before. I really don't remember. And let's check out this coin that one guy gave us. You know that one guy. IRYS. I mean, obviously something's coming up from it, but not exactly what we're looking for. Can you drop a link to IRYS wherever you found it in the Discord? If you're hearing me, drop a link to that in the Discord wherever you found the whole arcade game thing, and we will take a look at that. This Janction, whatever it's supposed to be. We went over that yesterday. It's down 50 or 45.1%. Says you're going to like this one. All right. I assume you're talking about the IRYS. Probably because it has a game with it. You guys know I love some DeFi gaming. All right. So let's talk about data availability. I teased this earlier, but we're going to talk about this part again. So what is data availability? Data availability ensures that all transaction data on blockchain is publicly accessible and verifiable so that anyone can reconstruct the chain state. Without it, rollups and L2s can't prove their validity. DA equals foundation of trustless verification. But why does DA matter for modular blockchains? In a modular blockchain, execution, consensus, and DA are split into separate layers, right? Because that's what makes modular blockchains modular, is that you take the layers, or you take the network and you split it, the blockchain, into different layers, right? DA acts like the hard drive for all modular systems, storing the data storing the data that rollups generate. This lets chains scale infinitely while staying secure. So the core competitors in the DA wars, right? So everybody's kind of competing to be the chain, to be that guy. It says it's not out yet. I guess I'm just searching X about it. Okay. Very interesting. We'll definitely keep an eye out for it. So Celestia is one of them, which is DA only modular layer. So first pure DA blockchain, Cosmos based Blobstream for ETH. Okay, Blobstream, that's very interesting. Haven't heard that terminology. Avail, definitely heard of Avail. DA plus interoperability, built on Polygon co-founders, built by Polygon's co-founders, data layer plus cross rollup routing. Then you have this EigenDA, restaking based DA, secured by staked ETH via Eigen's layer, built for Ethereum modular stack. We had that one stream where we talked all about Eigen and restaking. It was a stream that was all about restaking and how you basically can restake ETH that you've already staked, and its purpose is to secure networks, right? So other Ethereum platforms can use it, probably even other non-Ethereum platforms can use it to secure their blockchain without having to basically build their own security. And then Near, hybrid DA solution, integrating DA, data availability, into Near sharded architecture. So how DA layers compete? These protocols compete on security, throughput, cost per bit, and composability. Everybody's trying to be number one, the fastest, the cheapest, the strongest. Celestia pioneered data availability sampling. Avail uses a KZG commitments for light verification. EigenDA leverages restaked ETH for flexible capacity. So you can see all of them are innovating, right? And they all innovate. They all are innovating differently. That's really good for the whole ecosystem of data availability across the board, right? It's like AWS versus Azure versus Google Cloud, but for blockchain. Why DA is the next crypto infrastructure boom. So every rollup needs a data availability layer, just like every app needs cloud storage. Again, we're really talking about storage. Data availability will become a rentable commodity layer in Web3. Billions in value will flow through these systems as the rollup economy grows. But what are the risks and challenges? So fragmentation between data availability providers, data inflation and cost management, coordinating settlements between layer 2s, standardizing proofs and interfaces. The DA wars aren't just technical, they're economic and political. So the big picture, the modular future, because remember, a lot of innovation right now for blockchain technology is modularity. The modular blockchain ecosystem's future is built on composable data availability layers, shared sequencers, and restaked security. Whoever wins becomes the backbone of the internet. I mean, it's pretty plain and simple, exactly what they just said. Whoever wins the data availability wars will become the data backbone of the new internet. So you could see why some people would want to win that war, right? Who learned something about data availability today? Did you guys already know all that stuff? What is Tommy? Which one will win, though? I don't know, Camsta. That is yet to be seen, right? The story has yet to be told. Who out there is holding some theta fuel? Boy, I know you're glad to see that thing move. I don't have any, but I remember there was somebody. I just put a link in Discord to IRYS. All right, let me go check that out. Yes, let's visit this. Bang, bang. 3 trillion in data undiscovered until right now, this very second, right now. Cool looking website. I like this website a lot. Other data networks only store data. IRYS does too, but faster, cheaper, and with a native execution layer that makes data programmable. Data on IRYS can be embedded with instructions, retrieved instantly, and shared across applications, enabling developers to build on-chain services that leverage each other's data to unlock new value. like a Megatron there. All at fractions of the cost of traditional solutions. Dude, website is cool. Very nice site. Yeah, this website is pretty sick. Welcome to IRYS. High performance, composable utility. On-chain data should move faster, cost less, and do more. Very interesting. Composable utility. IRYS is a network of utility where storage and execution enables on-chain services to work together. Permissionless. Projects can launch new utilities from IRYS, while entire ecosystems can integrate with our data layer, creating a shared foundation for AI and beyond. And let me guess, they don't have a token generation event yet. Is that confirmed? I mean, I could probably figure it out in a second here. Sorry, I had to message somebody back. Cost efficiency. Storage shouldn't come with unpredictable costs. IRYS is cheaper. Programmable data. This is one of the things I thought was the most. I mean, cost efficiency is cool. But programmable data, I wondered what they meant by that. Developers can embed instructions directly into the data, enabling it to execute transactions, automate AI workflow, enforce ownership, trigger smart contracts, and more. Any rule, any function, any action embedded directly into the data and enforceable on chain. So basically smart contracts in the data. Compose built to scale without limits. Definitely what you want to hear. Backed by framework, primitive, and Luminous Gap. I've never heard of that one. So there's a faucet. They must be in a testnet, right? Usually faucets are for testnets. Paste Ethereum address, complete CAPTCHA, request IRS tokens. IRYS. Interesting. Let's try it out. See what happens. Let's see. Let me grab my Ethereum wallet address. Says, let's try to play the game for the airdrop. Yeah, we definitely will. Camsta says, I heard Sui is doing really bad these days. I thought it was the future of crypto. Why is it slowly going to zero? Camsta, that is a great question. I have no idea. I really thought Sui was, going to be one of the big blockchains here. So I'm a little bit disappointed to see that myself. And why it's going down, I don't know. Maybe they just too many other things doing a lot of innovation and they're not doing enough innovation, right? Not exactly sure. I wish I knew. Trying to grab, they changed. I have my burner wallet MetaMask here and they keep changing this, how to grab your contract address, and it's really annoying. It used to be so simple. I don't know why the heck they keep changing it. Account details. Yeah. Then it's like, do you want to reveal your recovery phrase? Like, no, I just want the smart contract address, or the contract address. Why are we making this difficult? It's probably actually been made easier, and I just don't know which button I'm supposed to click. Usually how it goes. By the time you figure out where it is, it's like, oh, you just click this button. Okay, yeah, of course it's not connected. I need the Ethereum. Alright. Guess I'm on base. Let's go to Ethereum. There it is. And they did. They made it simple and more easy. The only problem is they didn't tell me where it was. So let's see. Let's request some tokens. Are they gonna be testnet tokens though? Not sure. Says Blues guy in the house. Much gratitude to all of you, especially Underground, his dedication in his channel and doing deep dives every day. Thanks, Blues guy. Glad that you're here. Now we can do the Blues guy question of the day. We'll do it in a minute. Hope everyone is doing great. I hope you're doing great, man. Blues guy, is the show now an hour earlier than it used to be for you? I'm wondering. Trying to decide if I'm going to move the show time or not. Seems like most people said it was fine, but I think we're an hour earlier on Blues guy. Sui got wrecked on that crash day, which was right after the Sui Fest. I know that sucked. I bet investors were pissed. Was supposed to be the soul killer. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people claim to be. I mean, how many people were the Ethereum killer and now they're the soul killer? It just is like a marketing ploy at this point. Apologies, work's been nuts. Hey, no worries. I was just wondering if the daylight savings time made us an hour earlier. I'm not complaining. Already redeemed today. Okay. So let's see. Do I need to add this token to the wallet? Probably. Bang. Import token. What is a do we have a contract address? Or sorry, a token. Add to network or wallet. Execution RCPC details. Chain ID. Okay, we got a chain ID. Maybe we could do that. Import token. I don't know. Can you not get a contract because it's not out yet? Yeah, you still need the address though. Is it on their website? Very strange. Usually the contract address would be on the website. Anybody else try this faucet? Cryptomaniac says you always did it at 8:30 Eastern time. Yeah. Blues guy, did you start an hour ago? Yeah, exactly an hour ago. It's 9:30 where I am now. I've always done the show at 8:30, but I noticed a big difference in the amount of people and stuff when the daylight savings hit. I tell you, the sooner they get rid of daylight saving, everybody who I know who streams, it just messes everything up, and it's really annoying because you're in one kind of mode for a while, and it really, you start building momentum, and then they change it, and then you go for a while, you build some, and then they change it, and it's just like, it doesn't work on a global, time frame. It just doesn't work. I'm trying right now. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I claimed it. It says I claimed it, but oh man. No way. Hold up. Hey man, hey, you might not want to try that, man. I think it actually just took all the stuff out of my wallet. Hey, that one guy, don't try that. I'm telling you, I think it just pulled all the money out of this wallet. For real? Damn, that sucks. Yeah. Hey man, that's a rugger. Yeah. Crypto, I'm trying to catch you, that one guy. Don't connect to it. Don't try it. Yeah, they just got me. Luckily, it's a burner wallet, but I did have like $300 in it. It's my fault. I should have made a different burner wallet. Yeah, wait, what? I think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did. Now I got to make sure it wasn't connected to anything else. I don't think it was connected to anything else. They got me for like $300. That's what it looks like because I just had like $300 in here and now there's 35 cents in it. So yeah, they got me. I don't think I have anything connected to it. I think so. I could be wrong. Hold on. Let me look. Let me move to my base blockchain on here. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay. I'm sorry. I was wrong, guys. It's because for whatever reason, when I clicked it, it switched. It switched from my base. All the money's on my base wallet. That's why. Well, sorry to give everybody a heart attack like that. It gave me one. The thing that's weird about it is I just pulled... Oh, because it's on base. Okay. And then the money I transferred. Okay. Never mind. Okay. That one guy. Hold on. I have the money. Let me just retract what I said. What happened was I switched from base where I had like $350. Then when I switched to my Ethereum wallet, there was only 35 cents in it, and I didn't realize that I had switched. And then so when I saw it go from $350 to 35 cents, I thought they got me. He says, dude, you took that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I tell you guys, I don't get worked up for much, man. It's just money. Yeah, don't feel bad. No worries. We figured it out. I had just switched from my base wallet to my Ethereum wallet. But when I saw the number, I refreshed it and I saw the number change. I was like, wait a second. What happened? Anyways, regardless, I need a contract address for this thing so that I can make it show up. What I don't like is they have this add IRYS network to wallet, you know? And you can click it. But when you click it, you can't see the pop-up, right? But it has... an execution RCP. I'm no genius here, but I don't like that it has execution in its code here. I don't know if it's going to execute something when I put it in. I could be tripping about nothing. I am not a developer, right? So this token doesn't match the network's name or chain ID that it's entered. Many popular tokens use similar symbols, but it does say HTTPS testnet RCP. So these are testnet tokens, which means it's kind of pointless, right? Because you want real tokens. Every once in a while, there's faucets that give out real tokens, but this looks like it's a faucet more for like developers and stuff. Camsta says, my windshield cracked today. I got rugged by my car. That sucks, man. I hate when that happens. He said, mad respect, you a laid back dude. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. You didn't even care about losing 300. Nah. I mean, nobody wants to lose $300, but you know, when I need to, I know how to go make some money. And obviously not anything illegal or anything like that. Just business as usual. Ecosystem. Let's check out the ecosystem. All right, so now that we confirmed that I didn't get rugged by this, we can continue to look at it and not be sketched out. It looks cool. Let's check out the ecosystem. SQD, Morpheus, GOAT, the leading agentic finance toolkit for AI agents. Says bro saying been robbed by my homies in the past. No crypto L can hurt me. Yeah, pretty much. I've been through too much stuff in life to be worried about money. Orb, infinite ground. You have enough near-death experiences, you won't trip about money. You just be glad to be alive. Because when you had a near-death experience, you certainly weren't. You would have gave all the money. You wouldn't have cared at all. Duck AI. Is this what I think it is? Is this my Duck AI that I own that is doing horribly? I don't think it is. Okay, here's Duck AI, right? Yeah, this is Duck AI. Is this a different Duck AI and not the same Duck AI? I don't even know. Hundreds of dollars now worth $5. Gotta love that. That's like being rugged right there. Yeah, I got 17,000 Duck. Let's see, does it say what I swapped for it? Tells me what the network fee was. Sorry, I'm in a pop-up for my Soulflare wallet. I wanted to see if this was the same Duck AI. I mean, unless there's two projects called Duck AI, this is the same Duck AI. X402 enabled, so whatever this is has been building. I'm glad to see it. I wish the price would ever reflect. I love when they tell you, like, you know, tech is not translatable to price. You know, like, you could have great tech and they could do all kinds of crazy stuff, but, like, it doesn't translate to the price go up. It's like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but I get it and I know that it's true. Says, bro, that's exactly why I didn't mind to lose all my money. Underground knows. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a life thing. You run across that scenario where you lose everything, and I ain't talking about money. Talk about life. You won't care about money no more. But we don't want to focus on that. We don't want to hyper focus on that. All right, cool. So we're just rolling into our first hour here. Let's talk about some news. Chinese fraud mastermind jailed in the UK for laundering Bitcoin. Anybody see that today? I think it's the first one here. So the mastermind of a large Ponzi scheme in China was jailed in the UK. He should have stayed in China for more than 11 years after laundering processed through cryptocurrency, including 61,000 BTC, about $6 billion. We got a routers. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, routers. Is this a video? Is this like them going into his room and just like arresting him? I'm so confused. Is this video even... You know how there's always like videos and stuff. Are these videos even relevant? Okay, there's a Chinese lady in bed. Is that the lady? They're talking. Oh, okay, so it was a lady. I thought it was a dude from the picture, but, you know, I've been wrong. Been wrong before. I would play it, but it's probably not worth it. It was wild. They just got a video of kicking in her door. What are they, like, just kicking her bedroom room? Like, was her whole apartment just, like, her room? Or they were, like, in her house. Or maybe she was like renting a room. I don't know. I don't know why I care, but it's pretty funny video. I mean, they did her dirty putting her on the internet like that, just like kicking into her room. It was like an old Chinese lady. Ran a Ponzi scheme which defrauded 128,000 investors. Police say 61,000 Bitcoin seizure, largest ever worldwide. You know what I love about these seizures, right? Is they will not actually just like go figure out whose money this is and give it back to them. They will keep all 61,000 Bitcoin. So do you think that their motivation, and this is in the UK, so you know they're going to keep that 61,000 Bitcoin they seized, right? Do you think their motivation was justice, or let's go get those 61,000 Bitcoin, right? Like, let's go get them Bitcoin. I think that's the motivation, right? Was pure greed. Well, yeah, she stole 61,000 Bitcoin. I'm sure it was pure greed. So a legal battle over $6 billion worth of Bitcoin continues. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people were like, hey, that's our money. That's our money. We want that back. Yeah, bro, been there. Yeah, bro, there is an arcade game you can play. Yeah, where was the arcade game? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Where is the arcade game? Features, maybe? Powered by the data. Build now. Sorry, I'm scrolling through pretty quick. I'm not really reading it. I'm looking for... All right, let's switch this into sit-down mode because that's what we really need. right, move the setup around, hop in here, change the camera. All right, ready to go. All right, where were we? Been working all day. Got my back sore. Why do I lose all my money in crypto? Same reason, pure greed. Yeah, that's usually why we do lose money in crypto. We got to keep deep diving. LOL, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. Well, where did you see they had an arcade game? Was that like on Twitter or something like that? All right, let's pop over. 2x, 280.1 thousand followers. Alpha testnet. 3,129 posts though. So this thing has been going for a minute. Even their like community has 5.5 thousand members. I feel like it's hard to get people in these communities for sure. Our 10 million Series A fundraise led by CoinFund, bringing our total funding to 20 million. So they got 20 million. Apparently not from rugging wallets. I was just tripping. It happens. Oh, Grok. Tell me it does, bro. I like this a lot. I hope it does. I was hoping on their Twitter they would have some kind of reference to an arcade game. I don't know. We could open Grok. Let's see. There's no microphone button here. Ooh, that's a failure on Grok's part. You know, I never really use Grok, and I started using it a little bit the other day, and I gotta say I like ChatGPT much better. I know Elon Musk would not want to hear that, but it was giving me like some whack answers that I know because I use ChatGPT every day, all the time for everything, and so I'm pretty aware of like the type of answers I get and what it can do. Grok seemed to be very underperforming. Does Crypto Project IRYS have a arcade game? It's probably gonna have no idea what I'm talking about, unfortunately. Has an arcade game. It's testnet feature where users could okay, so it's still in testnet, of course. That we already determined that, right? So claim free testnet tokens daily via the faucet. Connect an EVM wallet. Select game. So where's the game? Give me link to game. It did give me a tip about Litecoin months ago, but I don't trust it. It was talking about the ETF coming out. He is good for searching socials and much better for live info, in my opinion. What do you mean by live info? Like things that are relevant right that second? Okay, so it did give us a website. Okay. So why couldn't we find that? You think that would have been easy to find from their main website, right? The main website doesn't have that, right? Build. Okay. And then we connect a wallet. Connect this MetaMask. Connect. We did grab test tokens or whatever. Deposit. So confusing. Yeah, found it. It's play.irys.xyz. Here, I'm going to drop it in the Discord so that everybody who didn't come to the stream can be very confused. I see you had posted even some more about it. Here's the, okay, you linked. Nice. I like that you linked the testnet faucet. The only problem is they make you work for it. Work for what, though? Shouldn't I have already got the token? Do you have to play the game to get it? I don't know. I'd be a little confused here. Let's play missiles. That looks fun. So play now. Okay, I need to deposit it. It said we deep driving my brother. Yeah, exactly. This is live. Deep dive in these underground cryptos. This would definitely count as an underground crypto, right? If you go back to my channel and look at like the first videos I did, we was really underground in them cryptos. Had to move up just a little bit. Still underground, but up a little bit. How do I get back to the faucet, though? I mean, I could just click the link you gave me, but I kind of would like to know where it is. Oh, literally faucet at the bottom. There we go. So add it to the network. Confirm. I just want to be able to see it in my wallet. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Now I have it as a network. But I don't have it. Very interesting. I don't have a separate. Is this it? This OPBMB testnet? Oh, here we are. Okay. Maybe I didn't do the right wallet address. I put in an Ethereum wallet address. You've already redeemed today. This is so confusing. And the fact that they act like they already gave me tokens, but they didn't give me any tokens. There's no tokens in my wallet. Back to tokens. Yeah. What's up, the real Mr. J in the house? You would like this one, Mr. J. We're trying to figure this out. Hey, that one guy, did you get any tokens from the faucet? Did I mess up and send my my one chance to get tokens today to the wrong wallet? Is that what happened? It says paste your Ethereum or IRYS wallet. So it says I could use either or. And man, what do I even have connected here? The weird thing is when you have multiple wallets, like in MetaMask, they'll have the same wallet address, like no matter which one you're logged into. So although it shows me the wallet address, not really helpful. Guess I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, I definitely want to connect to that wallet, but could you at least tell me which one I'm logged into? All right, useless. Yo, that one guy, you having any luck with this? All right, it looks like it's showing up now. Okay, I don't know what I did, but all of a sudden it's showing up. Network, okay, got it. Insufficient funds, so I need to dial it back just a little bit, maybe. So how much is the fee? The fee is 0.01. Okay. So let's cancel this. I get it. So you don't want to do the 0.5. You want to leave a little bit of room. Max spend is 0.01. Okay, so I didn't even leave enough yet. Let's just do 7. Just to give plenty of room so we don't have to keep doing this. Wait, it still says we don't have enough? I mean, I definitely took off more than 0.01. All right. We'll just get rid of a whole 0.1. Oh, I know what the issue is. It's my actual Ethereum. It says that the network fee is in IRYS. It's so weird. I don't really understand what's going on here, because it says, and to anybody who's not following along with this, I do apologize. I'm following the steps I put in the Discord. Well, that's way too easy, man. I finally figured it out, and it showed up in my wallet, so I made progress here. Sometimes I just like to, just smack my head against the wall until I figure it out. What I don't get is when I put amount, it's showing up in Ethereum, but it's not in Ethereum. It's in this IRYS token. So I guess we'll go to the Discord and look at the steps that you put. Send me ETH, get free. Step 3, play the games. This farm go. So yeah, I'm already past the port. But we collect them, connect the wallet. Yep. Pick a game, play. But the thing is, they don't even, in your step-by-step, they don't say anything about depositing the coins in. Do I not need to do that or something? It definitely seems like you have to deposit them, though. I think for me, my big issue here is I don't have enough Ethereum to process a transaction, right? I know what to do, though. I got to go to my base wallet, and what just happened? Yeah, switch chains to base. Didn't I just do that? Was obviously clicking the wrong thing. And then let's see, can we bridge this Ethereum? I know we did it before. I don't remember how we did it. Oh, I think we used Houdini swap, didn't we? Nah, I don't know how. Says you're farther than me. I can't quite figure it out. Well, I know my big issue here. Houdini swap. There we go. So I remember I used Houdini swap to swap from Ethereum to the BNB chain. What is going on? There we go. We want to go from base. We want base Ethereum to regular ETH. Let's see. Hemi Ethereum mainnet. Let's see. Hit max. $11. Let's run it back. We need to save a little bit of money there. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I don't know what the network fee is. Best price 1003. Hold on, wait. Actually, they have it built in properly, so I think I can just run it like this. Best price. Swap. Oh, wallet address. Receiving wallet address. Fine then, I'll do it the right way. All right, let's see if this helps. Yeah, from Houdini Swap. Network fee. So what is the network fee? 0.01. What is... I never understand what's going on. To pay for the network fee. Okay. Can't we pay out of the base blockchain? Sorry, everybody's probably wondering what in the world I'm doing. I do apologize. These type of things take a minute. It's always so confusing, honestly, about how much money you need for the processing fee. Should pay the fee out of base. I swore last time we did this, though, it had it like, I like when you're using a swap. I like when they can just calculate how much and take it out of, like, you could just hit max and then swap, and then they'll just take the fee out of the swap. Makes so much more sense than me sitting here trying to calculate how much. Oh, minimum amount is 0.0031. So it's not going to process because I don't have the minute. And you just, this is why everybody hates Ethereum. Just in case anybody didn't understand why everybody hates Ethereum, this is why everybody hates Ethereum. Because I have to have a minimum, but the minimum leaves me with not enough money to do the swap. Now I don't even know what's going on. It just says processing forever. Oh, because it's already popped up? That's why. Okay. Make it make sense. On private, though, the minimum is way less. But it doesn't let me click private? You have to like pay extra. You have to like pay money to use private on Houdini Swap. Camsta says bedtime for me. You guys have yourself a good night. Alright, Camsta. Later. Have a good one. Yep, still trying to swap this. In a bit of a pickle here. Says the minimum is 0.31. How is the minimum like almost exactly what I have in my wallet? Isn't that crazy? Anybody else find that crazy? So apparently I can't swap it back because I don't have enough. What is the fee though? That's the part that's so confusing. Like they're saying the fee is more money than I'm even sending. I don't know. It looks like I'm not going to be able to do this because I don't have the money for the fee. In the account anyway. Obviously, I could swap some other stuff around. But I'm already over it. This is why everybody hates Ethereum. And I got to admit that it's also why I hate Ethereum too. Dealt with this problem a million times. It's stupid. It just costs too much money to do anything. I mean, I have 0.5 IRYS. All right, I gotta be done with this. It's just going forever. I don't feel like you should have to pay anything. Well, I also feel like I shouldn't have to pay anything, but it's not working. Let me try something though. Let me try something. Well, because I'm on my Ethereum wallet. That's what I have connected here. Let's see. Let's see if this will work now. See, your play balance is separate from your wallet balance. To play, you must first deposit them, right? So we do the whole max deposit. And when it pulls up, let's see which wallet it's in, right? All right, so it's on the right network, all of that jazz. And then it says, I don't have enough for the fee. The fee is 0.01. So if the fee is 0.01, then if I take 0.01 away from the max, 0.01, so, and I'm taking more than 0.01 away, then it should have the fee to do it, no problem, right? It should not have an issue depositing. Finally fixed it. Okay, now it seems to be working. I did the same thing earlier and it was not working. I took 0.01 away. I just took more than 0.01 away, right? I took away 0.05. So it has more than enough. Yeah, it says you shouldn't. I think it's working now. I don't actually know. It acts like it's working. Wow, this is taking a really long time. Yeah, pending. It says speed up. Speed up probably implies pay more money. It doesn't matter. You're in a test net. This is crazy, though. This is really taking a long time. Is it working? No, it is not. It is processing finally, so it should happen eventually. It's in a test net, so maybe that's just why. This is Might be the longest I've ever had to wait. Nah, that's probably not true, but it says real deep dive here. I love it. Hey man, I'm glad you're very involved. I wish it would go through already so we could play a game. It is not working. So anyways, let's hop back to the news for a minute. This was this person in the UK who got caught. All this fraud. Bitwise Asset Management launched its first US spot Solana ETF, triggering a scramble among competitors in the altcoin ETF market. SoFi Technologies, SoFi Stadium, if you know, you know, rolled out crypto trading services for consumers, allowing buying, selling, and holding of cryptocurrencies such as BTC, ETH, SOL in a phased rollout. The U.S. Senate introduces a draft crypto market structure bill that would shift regulatory oversight of the digital assets towards the Commodity Future Trading Commission, the CFTC, from the Security Exchange Commission, which is what we've all been waiting for. Like, we've all been waiting for that to happen. Though key details remain unclear, of course, Brazil updates its regulatory requirements. Virtual asset service providers must obtain authorization from the central bank to operate in the financial sector. Sounds like more gatekeeping. Clear Token, a token clearing and settlement infrastructure firm backed by major institutions, NASDAQ being one of those, received authorization from the UK's Financial Conduct Authority. The broader crypto market is down 1% today. Yeah, we know that. Bitcoin briefly rose to 107,000 before falling all the way back to what, 103,000? Yeah. So that is the news in a nutshell. Bro, they just dropped the tokenomics, a lot of money for airdrops. What do you mean they just dropped the tokenomics? Like, I need to refresh Twitter and they have the tokenomics? Bang bang, he says airdrop 8% of the supply. Wow. That is a good percent. From funding hype like Celestia all-time high vibes. We're thrilled to announce they're up to 20 million. This transaction still isn't through though. That's what's crazy though. That test net needs more test netting. The test netting is not test netting because this is still waiting to go through. It's kind of crazy. And click the speed up button. It was really cheap to speed it up, but hopefully that works. Because so far, man, this is slow. Like, this is so slow. I would have gave up and moved on normally. I would have been like, this thing doesn't work. I'll look at it tomorrow. All right. Well, that's enough of the news. This is Darkstar. I know everybody knows that. Because I have so many windows open? Nah, I don't think so. I really don't have that many windows open anymore. Also, it should be all blockchain, right? This is processing through blockchain validators, whoever is the validator for the testnet. Right? It's just not working. Honestly, I think the whole deposit thing is stupid. I'd go out on a limb and say that. Why wouldn't I just connect and it's in my wallet and I can process fees? Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm wrong here. I kind of take that back. Maybe the reason why they want you to deposit in here so you can kind of do everything in-house and not have to do a transaction for each one, and then when you're done you could kind of like just swap it back to your wallet and run off. Said I'm still here listening, doing things at the same time, catching up. I wouldn't miss the stream. Apologies if I'm not fully present in the chat, Underground. No worries, man. No worries at all. And I got to go back. What did you say earlier? So it is earlier for you, right? What do you say? How much? Said it's 7:30 there. Okay. So maybe it's not messing it up. I find a lot out that way. Shows what top people are saying about the project when you put money in the ticker. Interesting. Yeah, because everybody's using that almost like a hashtag, right? Yeah, it's 8:09 at the present. All right. I don't know, some of these games, although simple, look like they could be fun if I could just actually play. So I guess we might have to revisit this tomorrow. Sorry for the shorter stream tonight. Like I said, I had to work all day, so I didn't have the time to really put everything together like I normally do. And, man, it's just really annoying that the daylight saving time hurt our views a lot. Or maybe it's just YouTube, I don't know. But I noticed a huge difference in our views, and not just the views. The regulars are here. It's not the regulars, it's that we would get these influxes of people coming in. And it's not giving it to us anymore, and I don't know what that is about. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, if it's the daylight saving times. I don't know. Garden Warrior says it's been a good stream, Underground. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody's support. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow is not, well, tomorrow's pretty hectic, but it should be over during the beginning of the day. So, assuming I can get up at a good time, I shouldn't have a problem setting up our stream tomorrow. That's what kind of, bit me in the ass today. But we learned a little bit about data availability. That was a decent topic. It wasn't like a long topic to cover, really. So. And I got a few things I got to take care of tonight as well. So I'm going to cut it a little short tonight, and I will see everybody tomorrow. I'll be in the Discord. I'll let you know if this thing ever goes through. I'll leave it up. I think it'll go through at some point. Like, it's just running through the validator nodes for this network. And it doesn't seem like the validator nodes are just really backed up, or they're just not even working. I mean, that's what a testnet is for, though, right? That's why you have a testnet. So with that, everybody have a great night. I will see everybody tomorrow. Be a much better stream tomorrow, I believe. Stay underground, stay crypto, and everyone have a good night.